Okay, countdown started. We're live. Live on Twitch and on YouTube. You can speak up. It's fine. We can talk during the countdown.
I didn't know you were allowed. I thought there was a rule. It's like if there's numbers on the screen, you're just not supposed to say anything. But hi, yes, okay.
So the thing is, during the countdown, everything we say during the countdown doesn't count. Like, this is the limbo of live streaming. Everything we say here doesn't actually count. So we pretend as if we don't know that our mics are on.
Whoops.
And yeah. And this is like a behind the scenes peek into the world of live streaming. The intense
well, then
world.
I need to ask you a question. Like, how many times have you played this game?
Countless times.
Countless times. Good. So you'll be my spirit guide.
Yeah. And I have a few questions for you about the fact that this is the first time of you playing the game, which is a huge surprise for me. But we'll keep that to the live stream. How's the weather over there?
Let me look out it's sunny with a little bit of cloud, and like in Celsius, I don't know if you do Celsius, but it's probably like 15 degrees. It's springtime. There's cherry blossoms and flowers growing everywhere. So I'm assuming it's springtime now.
See, yeah, we do Celsius over here. I've learned Fahrenheit just because I talked to Paul for the last 4 years, and every time we talked about the weather, I had to talk in Fahrenheit. Same goes for time zones. I'm usually scheduling everything in Pacific time, even though I'm not in Pacific time. And when I'm scheduling conversations with my guests, I'm always scheduling in Pacific time, even though they aren't in Pacific time, because that's the only time zone I can adjust to.
Oh, yeah. That's all I know. I mean, I'm so sheltered. I was born on this island. I've been on this island. I've barely been away from this island. It's very Pacific time. It's very like West Coast. We have like a Mediterranean weather vibe going. So I have like a Greek herb garden, but it's very like very, very always steady. I'm super sheltered. So Pacific time. Yeah.
Pacific time and Celsius. This will be...
Yeah. You'll be fine then with that. I mean, I've tried to learn Fahrenheit, but I just keep asking Google, like, can you please, or what I'll do is I'll go in my app and I'll copy my weather in Fahrenheit. Like, I'll change the setting so I can send it to my other place friends so that they can understand it.
But Fahrenheit doesn't even make sense. You know, water freezes at 0 and boils at 100, not freezes at 49 and then boils at 2009.
I don't understand it. I do feet and inches though, like 5 foot 1 inch is my height. Like I understand that.
Okay,
heights,
so this conversation is over. No feet and height over here, only meters and kilometers.
No, we have meters and kilometers. That's what we have. I don't know miles.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to do the intro and then I'll invite you in. Okay, bye.
Cool.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Text Play. I hope you're having a lovely Friday morning or evening if you're in my time zone. And today, as you probably heard in the countdown, we have a very special guest, Anna Vigue, whom you may know as the co-host of the Classic Gamers Guild podcast. The other host of the podcast, Paul, joined me for a Text Play session of his game, The Phantom Fellows, a while ago. Anyway, I was listening to one of their episodes, and in one of their latest episodes, Anna mentioned that she never played The Seventh Guest. And so I decided to invite her to join me for a playthrough of the game, and she'll join us in a moment. And we'll get to ask her how come she never played this magnificent / horrible game. Anyway, in the meantime, let me thank our Patreon members. Thank you guys for supporting us. We had a bunch of people leave us in recent months, but we still want to thank them for supporting us for as long as they did. So even though we have a few striked out names, we also have a new name, Ethan Heaton, who joined us again after he was one of the earlier Patreon members, and he left Patreon a couple of years ago, and now he rejoined. So thank you, Ethan. And if you want to donate, you can donate to our $7 goal, which is called the seventh dollar. And if we reach that goal, we'll have a Will of Daniel at the end of the stream. And we have a bunch of new games to give away. One of them being Stellar Mass, Operation Kush, which was released like a few days ago. So if you want a copy of that game, or Brim, or one of the Monkey Islands, we have Tales, Escape, Curse, then feel free to donate. Anyway, enough of that. Let's bring out Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going
nice
great.
to see you.
How are things?
Fantastic. Yeah, happy to be here to play a game that I should have. I mean, truly, I heard you asking why I hadn't played it. And outside of that, I should have, because my friend Jamie, who's a fellow admin of the Classic Gamers Guild, gifted me this game years ago. I'm so sorry, Jamie. I hadn't played it till now, but I'm rectifying that and yours is the name I'm bringing up. So
you hadn't played it till now, but you haven't played the copy that he gifted you. So
no, nothing. Not at all. So I need to get in there for sure.
You should have re-gifted the game or something.
Oh no.
But I have to ask, what were you playing in 93?
I was getting into LucasArts games. I got them late. My dad started bringing me he got me the LucasArts Archives Volume 3. And then I started playing the LucasArts games and running through them all. I played the Tex Murphy, I think Under a Killing Moon around that time. Toonstruck maybe was a little bit later, but like those are the games that I hit in that time period. I missed a swath of other games because I was so busy being like a rebellious teenager. And then I missed like this whole, probably from like 94 to 98, because I did a bunch of other stuff before I came back into computers. So like if I wanted to play, I had to play backwards a little bit.
Okay. But still, did you see the Seventh Guest on shelves back then and just ignored it?
No, I don't think I even saw it. I don't think I was even aware of its existence. I knew about Loom, I knew about Myst, I knew about the Sierra games and LucasArts, but like, I don't know. It never even crossed my radar, like ever.
So there are a few games that I remember seeing on shelves back then, and it was just because they had special big boxes, and so they had to put them on the top shelves. So the games I remember from 1993 that had special big boxes were Gabriel Knight 3 with the trapezoid big box, and Dave the Tentacle with the triangle big box, and the Seventh Guest, which came in the form of a book, like so, that you could open.
Holy
and
shit.
there was a VHS tape over here of the behind the scenes. You see there's a door and you can open it, and there's a VHS tape. So wait,
it's beautiful.
So here's the VHS tape. This is it, Virgin Games. And I didn't have that big box back then because I got the game as part of my CD-ROM bundle. So I got my first CD-ROM drive, which was, I don't remember the brand, but I got a CD-ROM drive and I got the Seventh Guest with the CD-ROM drive. So I only had the jewel case, didn't have the big box.
Because they bundled it up with packages because it was a really good, it was a best-selling game. It was one of the first games out on CD-ROM, and they really wanted to they felt that it showcased this really cool technology well. So I think a lot of people I know ended up with the seventh guest in the randomest of places.
Yeah, because they handed it out for free in every possible bundle that was available at the time.
So how did I miss it is your question. How the heck did I miss it? It should have been thrust at me every
Chris tipped $3. Hello, Anna. Tracking your podcast. Have a nice experience.
Aw, thank you. And thank you for donating. Yes, that's good. Good call. Please do.
Thank you, Merchris. And so that means you have 2 listeners from Israel. That's me and Merchris.
That's awesome. Actually, I was just looking at the stats, and for one, we have an unreasonably large amount of listeners in Colorado. Like 150 of our listeners are in Colorado randomly, but outside of that, I think we actually had like 7 in Israel listeners, which was kind of, and really, really like you get that too. You in your stats, I bet you get the wildest places that some of your listeners are from, don't you, for your interviews and stuff?
Let me think. No, it's pretty standard. US number 1, and then UK, and then Germany, and then Israel.
We're Australia second, which is funny. US first, then Australia.
Well, so anyway, with your stats, that means that Merchris and I are 2 of the 7 people who listen to your podcast. Now we just need to find the other 5.
Yes, come on in and donate to the show. Daniel does some great stuff here. These streams are great fun. The interviews are amazing. So,
thank you. Your interviews are amazing as well. And you guys should listen to the Classic Gamers Guild podcast, which is the only podcast I've been listening to in the past couple of months. In general, I used to listen to each and every episode, but I also I also tried to listen to other podcasts, but now I don't have any time to listen to any podcasts. So the only thing I listen to is your podcast. So thank you.
Well, I'm glad we don't put out too many episodes for you then.
and speaking of your podcast, you've talked numerous times in your podcast about the fact that since you're a Sierra fan and you're a fan of the text parser games, you felt like the point and click adventure games, the point and click functionality in these adventure games was dumbing down the gameplay. Do you still think that this functionality is dumbing down gameplay, given the fact that now gameplays are even more dumbed down than just point and click? You don't even need to click. You just need to wait, and the game will play itself. So what's your stance regarding point-and-click adventure games nowadays?
Well, I was thinking about just that earlier, and that it was a little bit of a paradox, because here I am complaining that maybe Leisure Suit Larry 5 was too easy because they dumbed it down because it became point and click, or maybe King's Quest 5 was easier than 4. But then there's games like this, or games like Loom, or games like Riven, or 11th Hour, or anything along those lines that are just point and click. But I would say, oh my God, they're too hard. I can't figure them out. Like, they've got puzzles and I just don't get it. So I guess I can't even say that as a blanket term anymore. First off, whether I believe it or not, it's just simply not true. The difficulty of the game is not necessarily made worse or better by the system that it's played through. The design of the game actually has a huge amount to do with that. So that's fair. And otherwise, no. I mean, I've obviously, I'm not as smart as I was when I was a kid, or maybe even just to rephrase that, I'm playing so many games now and there's so many options that I'm not putting the time into a single game that I would have when I was younger. So to me, a lot of the point and click games that I thought were way too easy are now challenging enough that I have to occasionally look up a walkthrough just to get through them, due to pixel hunting or impatience or whatever. So I guess that opinion can be relative with age.
And in one of your recent episodes, you also replayed Gabriel Knight 1 and Gabriel Knight 2. And you mentioned that the icon UI in Gabriel Knight 1 was confusing. So even though it was point and click, you found it confusing that you had the use and the push and all of the icons of various actions that you can perform. So
it's intimidating, right? Same with like the original LucasArts games when you had how many verbs was it like 11 or or
it was
even
15
as much as like
and then
15.
they reduced it to 9 and then you had the icons.
It's challenging, right? There's a lot to it, and or a game like Spellcasting 101, for example, where you don't actually have to click on anything to type, but you have to match a very big list of like words with another very big list of words to make things happen with limited graphics. And again, it's not a parser game, but it's damn challenging.
Mm-hmm. And in my conversation with Jane Jensen, she mentioned that she found the verbs in Gabriel Knight 1 too geeky. And so when they did the remaster, they reduced the number of verbs. So when you click an item, you only get the actions that are relevant to that particular item. So if anything, games now are even more dumbed down than the games back then.
Yeah, they're complicated in different ways. And I guess like what's happened to me, like I didn't even realize I used to love indie games even back in the day, playing a game like, what was it? Roller Coaster Tycoon was an indie game from back in the day, or Stardew Valley, or now the Phantom Fellows. Any game that's like games that are created by an indie developer has that creative imagination with the challenge that I used to look for in games before. Like it hasn't been dumbed down in the same way that I don't watch a Marvel movie, or I don't generally see big budget films. I'd rather watch something smaller scale so I can get that inventiveness and creativity that I still crave.
I see people in the chat are sharing their stories of where they got the seventh guest. And Tybron said, I ended up getting the seventh guest from a real estate agent that handed us the CDs for free. Like buy an apartment.
That's amazing.
And that's not such a good deal. He probably sold
it might be haunted.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to start playing the seventh guest. I'm going to give you the control. We didn't test it before the live stream to see if it actually works. Hopefully it will. If not, I'll play the game and you'll tell me where to go. Okay?
Sure. Easy peasy.
So the reason why we're playing the original version, a few years ago, we played this game. We started playing this game. So I played it with Paul, and then Tori joined us. And then on the third episode, we got Graham Devine, who created this game, and he joined us. And I was their hint keeper. And so back then we played the original version. And I talked about the 25th anniversary edition, which was available at the time. And I wanted to see if it'd be more fun to play the 25th anniversary version because it has subtitles and, quality of life enhancements in the game itself. Right. But it's just so bad. So anyway,
it wasn't any good. Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, these are animations from 1993. The frame rate was horrible. It was like 10 frames per second for each animation. So in order to smooth the animations for the 25th anniversary, they just sped up the animations. So any animation that didn't have a human in that scene was sped up, because if you'd have a human, you'd see that they speed up the scene. Anyway, so we're going to play the original version, which is the best version. Let's do this.
Yes.
Let's wait until the MIDI drivers are loaded.
No problem. They are loaded.
Welcome to my house.
Can you hear the game?
I do. I love that. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you control.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, we'll go to start new. First, hang on. Is there any options? What is it? Is there no options?
No, there aren't
here?
any options. This is 1993. Like,
I usually go to options first,
In order to turn down the sound, you would have turned down the sound on the speakers you had, of the creative speakers.
I was so late getting a sound card, so I had beeps and boops from my PC for like a long time. Kilobyte.
That's it. Demonetized.
Aww. I'm enthralled. I love the art and the sky. Beautiful. I've been playing Dark Seed 2 with Nalani. It's got a lot of those little FMV cutscenes and stuff.
Darkseid, they just added support for Darkseid in ScumVM a few days
Yeah,
ago.
that's the one. We just got the new news version.
He was a drifter, moving from town to town, robbing a gas station here, a grocery store there, until one night. She was coming home from choir practice, but she never got there. Stoff took her purse and ran away. Spent, Stoff had to run and hide. He sunk even lower.
That's some
He had
top-notch
nothing.
acting.
No life, no
It is
possessions,
beautiful, very
no dream.
over the top notch. I like how it fades in and out of vignettes. That's cool though.
And that's when the vision came. A doll. And in his dream, Stoff reached out. It was a gift. Stoff carved the doll, whittling the haunting face until it was an exact replica. And when he was done,
I do appreciate a woodworker.
Stoff went to town, to a bar. The owner had a daughter. Ooh, he said his girl would love the strange doll. And Stoff offered it to the man. And the owner, in turn, offered Stoff food and a place to stay. A simple transaction. The first of many.
Ooh, eerie.
Look at that.
Polygonally.
Yeah.
He's into
And
polygamy.
that
Poly.
night, Stoff had another vision.
And a vision of a
Polygonogamy.
3D model.
Stoff created the puzzle just as he saw it, and everyone wanted one.
Wish my dreams were more useful.
Yeah. Wish my dreams were 3D models.
Stoff opened up
Right?
a shop because everyone wanted a Stoff toy. Every boy and girl in the town, and from all the neighboring towns. A Stoff toy is a toy for life, people said, and no two are alike. Everyone loved his unique toys. Henry Stoff grew wealthy, but then the strange virus came, and some of the children started dying.
Wow.
COVID.
Dying, clutching their Stoff toys so close. And there was this one last vision, a last dream of a great house, a mansion that the wealthy toy maker was to build. A strange house, a house that scared people.
Are you scared yet?
I am definitely intimidated.
Okay.
Oh no, is it taking me to a puzzle right away?
Yeah.
My, isn't this a cheery place?
Oh, that was cool.
Edward, I'm not sure we should have been here today.
Why? Because it's a spooky old house? Don't worry, dear. I'll watch out for you.
She looks like the fun one to party with.
What the dump?
When she's in a better mood.
I expected more of Mr.
It's
Scott.
from the Golden Girls.
Clearly. It's Blanche. Very dramatic.
And Lord, it smells awful too. What's Stoff been doing here?
Some stinky stuff.
Okay. How'd you like
All
the
right,
intro?
I'm ready. That was wild. I love the campy acting. This is right up my alley for sure. I love it. The part I'll probably have trouble with is the gameplay itself, but I think the cutscenes will be just fine.
Yeah, so Tyrone is making he's mentioning the fact that the developers made everyone ghosts because the rendering looked way too awful with the old technology. So anyway, when they started removing the chroma key, then everyone turned translucent, so they said, okay, so we'll make a story about ghosts. That's the
That makes
urban
sense.
legend.
Just like, don't fight the technology that you have, just work with the technology you've been
My
given.
dear Mr. Dutton, welcome to my house. The arrangement is simple. You are to spend the night as my guest, and in exchange, I will give you your heart's most secret desire.
Ooh.
And you know what that is, Mr. Dutton, don't you?
I require one thing of you, a special service, a task that I've set up for you.
There's a guest who hasn't arrived yet. A guest unlike the six of you, a very special guest. Your services involve that guest. You must wonder what that service is, but that is the game, Mr. Dutton. The puzzle I've set for you. This is all I can tell you, Mr. Dutton. In the morning, only one of my guests will walk out of this house with his or her every wish granted.
Ooh. Okay, then.
Okay, so you notice that the cursor tells you if you can go to a certain location or not. You can go to the left. Everything is created using pre-rendered animations, so you don't move freely in this 3D world. You
Right.
have certain angles in which you can stop at. Dan asks, anyone discovered the theme song on the game, on the disc of the game? Yeah, I remember listening to the second CD, which has like 30 minutes of CD audio. I used to pop it in my stereo and listen to it.
I always loved finding stuff like that on CDs. And then remember later on, the DVDs would come out and they'd have like hidden games and stuff on them too. If you did like certain codes on the remote. I think, Blu-ray never really followed that tradition. I think to me, from what I've seen with Blu-ray videos, they don't have as much in the way of games or fun extras or anything at all other than pretty
deleted
pictures.
scenes. Like I remember it from the Shrek DVD and other DVDs. You'd have access to deleted scenes or
Exactly.
all
That's the
types of
stuff.
good.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah, we don't have that nowadays. And streaming has nothing.
No, nothing at all. You're lucky, like if you watch something on Apple TV, sometimes you'll get extras if it's a big budget show, but that's really about it.
Sometimes you get billed mid-show.
Yeah, no doubt, exactly. Yeah, I'm still trying to watch it. I don't want to. This isn't Blockbuster, man. What the hell? Oh, well, what's going on over here?
Something spooky.
Very spooky. Ooh. Nice graphics. I like the color all around the moon and everything. That looks really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go out there. I can.
So whenever you see this icon, this animated icon of a brain popping out of a skull, then you have a puzzle.
That was cool. That's the puzzle. Okay.
Lenses to focus your thoughts on this one.
Okay. So here I'm presented with something that looks like a fingerprint with letters on it. I'm assuming that I'm supposed to decode a phrase that I might not know yet.
Yeah, but it's not a fingerprint. You're looking through a telescope, so it's...
Oh, right, the sky.
Yeah, it's a planet.
Oh, I see.
Of sorts.
So, well, I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this in case I need to reference it for another puzzle, because I don't understand how its puzzle world works.
Okay, so let me tell you something about the puzzles in this game. Unlike adventure games, in which puzzles are usually interconnected to the plot itself, it seems like the puzzles are over here just as standalone puzzles, like general type puzzles that you see in a, I don't know, book of riddles.
Now this doesn't make sense. Or does it?
And once you solve the puzzle, you get a cutscene. And that's it.
Okay, so it's kind of like just cutscenes and puzzles.
Yeah, pretty much. And the puzzles themselves are pretty standalone, so you don't need any...
To take screenshots.
They don't need to take screenshots, yeah.
I'm used to, like, even in like Quest for Glory 5, I take a screenshot of what I'm supposed to memorize.
I don't think so.
Well, fine then. So do I have everything I need to complete this puzzle in front of me now, or do I need to find something else?
There is nothing else. You don't have an inventory. So just go to town on this puzzle until you solve it.
Oh, okay. You're supposed to stay and try to solve it. Well, the T wasn't first. How do you make the eyeball just shows up if it wants to randomly on stuff, or... You don't have to answer me. I'm just talking.
So the eyeball is the letters you can click on at any given moment.
Right. Okay, so we know this one's first already. We got that before and it was fine. The Y was not second. We go H. It's good. So TH is good. THN or THI. Let's try THI.
I don't think so.
No.
Patrick says, I want to see Daniel review famous books. Catcher in the Rye. Annoying kid walks and walks and walks around New York and complains. Man, Catcher in the Rye is my favorite book.
Now this doesn't make sense.
That's great.
Or does
See, look at all these other avenues you can take outside of interviews and playthroughs. All right, it's not an I. Is it an N?
I don't think so.
No, it's not an N.
So,
okay.
Catcher in the Rye in 1984 are probably the books I read most times. I read them like every year.
Make sense.
At least once.
I've read 1984 a lot, and I read Catcher in the Rye, but not since I was younger. I-E-W-Y. Oh. E. It is an E. Lovely.
So Patrick asked if I read the novelization for this game.
How puzzling.
I have
Perhaps
not.
a phonemic path can be free.
No, me neither. And I like
with a little
books for
postulation.
games.
Really? Did you read the novelization of the Dig?
Actually, Nalani, the Fail Machine in chat, and I are just reading it together because we want to do a comparison of the game and the book. I thought it would be a fun podcast time.
I see.
I don't think so.
No, it is not an I. Okay. I am taking notes on a physical notepad so that I can keep track of what's not and what is.
Now this
T.
doesn't make sense.
Oh, right.
Or
I'm
does
starting
it?
again, I see. It wasn't that. Okay. TH.
Mercus asks if I got Catcher in the Rye for my finals. No! It was after I finished high school. I think that was the first book I ordered from Amazon when they started shipping to Israel. So I got that. And I fell in love with that book.
A perplexing planetary poser. How puzzling. Perhaps a phonemic path can be phrased with a little
Phonemic.
postulation.
Does anybody know what phonemic means?
Yeah.
I do not know that.
So did you understand the rules of this puzzle?
Yes. I'm having to make words, and if I don't make the word, it takes me back to the beginning and I got to start again. And I can only pick the letters, which it gives me the options to pick from, but sometimes it's more than one.
But do you understand what letters you're allowed to click?
Oh, TH. Just the ones that have eyeballs on them?
So the ones that have eyeballs on them are only the ones that are linked to the letter you just chose. So for example, you have to start with a T. So after you choose the T, you can only choose the Y that's connected to the T, or the H that's also connected to
Now
the T.
this doesn't make sense.
I did not see that level of it
does
at
it?
all. That is cool. That's way deep, man. I was not seeing it that deep.
That's not that deep. Come on.
To me, it is. I feel it is. I'm just excited that I understand the concept of this puzzle at all. It means having to do with word sounds, basically. You're basically following past each letter. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it is like a maze. Okay. There
A
is...
perplexing planetary poser. How puzzling. Perhaps a
Perplexing
phonemic path can be
planetary poser.
phrased with a little postulation.
Adorable. Okay, so it's only letters that are attached and the B is attached.
So the great thing
And-
about the LucasArts games was that I could learn English by playing these games, by playing the LucasArts games, because I could have text and voice. So I'd hear the words and see how they are spelled if I wanted to check out what they meant in the dictionary. But this game was pretty problematic because it didn't have any subtitles, so I just had to wing it.
Right, yeah, no, that would have been a challenge for
Having
sure.
fun yet, mortal?
Oh, okay, I see it now. There's no point, I'm guessing. I don't know, does that work? No, that's not connected. No possible. Yes, no possible. That'll be it.
Patrick says, Star Trek The Final Unity was the first time I saw the word intriguing as a little kid.
Ooh, that's a good place to see it too.
What
That is a good
twisted
word
crime
too.
of logic
Yay,
would
there we go.
merit such a
Well done.
sentence?
Thank you. It got easier when you explained that extra little rule to me. Ta-da!
Now you get your prize, a cutscene.
Yay! I love it. They're the
Old Man
best.
Stout
So yummy.
built a house and filled it with his toys. 6 guests were invited one night. Their screams, the only noise. Blood inside the library, blood right up the hall, dripping down the attic stairs. Hey, guests, try not to fall. Nobody came out that night. Not one was ever seen. But old Mad Stout is waiting there. Crazy, sick, and mean!
Oh man, I would have loved to have been a writer on this game. I love writing poems like that. It's great.
Okay.
Cool.
Old Man Stauff built a house.
Now we have to rewatch it. Well done, Anna.
Oh, sorry.
Noise.
So they added in Scum VM, if you hit the escape button, then you can skip.
Thank you, Scum VM. You guys rock. Okay, I won't do that again.
Hey, Roberta Vaughn is in the Twitch chat. Hi, Roberta.
Hi. Just finished hanging out with Roberta.
So
Wandering around
she
America,
asks,
having fun.
You liking the discount Vincent Prince narrator?
I thought he sounded so much like him too. I'm just like, wow, that is close.
You found a secret passage.
Ooh. Oh, bedrooms and things. I'm upstairs now.
Yep.
Looks like. Well, what's in the hallway first? Okay. Scary door down narrow hallway.
Ooh.
Goodness. That would make you jump if you're playing this.
In the Emil, super chatted. Hey, thank you, Emil.
Ooh. Oh, hey, Indy Emil, thank you. Yes, it's nice to see you. We have a friendship too. We've been chatting on Instagram. Another creative game maker in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't go that way. I just wanted to go to the scary skinny door, but maybe later. Okay.
Patrick says, people make fun of the acting in this game, but I don't think it would work any other way. So that's the thing. If they would have taken themselves too seriously, then it wouldn't be as fun. But the B-movie quality is what makes this and Phantasmagoria 1, and especially Phantasmagoria 2.
Mm-hmm. I love all those games. I had so much fun. Although Phantasmagoria 2 has like this certain je ne sais quoi, like this eeriness, like just outside of reality sort of quality to it that really resonated with me because I didn't play it till I was older.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that, Phantasmagoria 1 tried to be more of a hunt and benchen type horror game, while Phantasmagoria 2 was a psychological thriller or an X-File episode of sorts, especially in the last chapter. So that's why it appealed to mature audiences and doesn't seem as cheesy as, say, Phantasmagoria 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with you there. It was definitely a pleasant surprise. It's fun that I still have a few games in the bank that I haven't played. It's kind of exciting to know that I can still experience classic games for the first time.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about Phantasmagoria 2. I'm contractually obligated to say only nice things on this channel. But join me afterwards on Trash Talk with Daniel Albu on my channel.
That's pretty cool. I bite you painting. These doors are not very helpful. There's so many doors.
Yeah. Well, if you go to the main menu, you can take a look at the map of the mansion and it will tell you which rooms are available. So you go to the menu by clicking the top part of the screen, right there, where you have the Ouija board, and you have the map.
Nice.
So on the first floor, we already completed the library. See the library? That's the library.
It's red, right? Okay.
Yeah. So if you click the stairs, then you see which rooms are available on the second floor. And
like the whole hallway.
The whole hallway. So it seems like none of the rooms are available. So why don't we go downstairs and try to look for rooms that we can enter?
You know, that is just like me to play a game out of order, too. All right. Oh, hello again. I know, I tried following you, honey. Maybe later. You taking me to your bedroom or what? What's up here? I don't know if this is a sexy game or not, so.
It has tons of sex.
Yeah, nice. That was always my fascination. I always wanted to find the sexiest games as a kid. And as an adult. I mean, I'm not as obsessed with the idea, but I do like them classic, you know, like Eric the Unready even, or something silly like this, the Sorcerer's Spellcasting 101, stuff like that.
And do you look for the same quality in movies as well? Like watch all of the Sharon Stone movies from the 90s?
Yeah, sexy older movies. You know what? Actually, I don't, to be fair. I'm not into romance movies. I do like action movies, though. I like I just finished watching James Bond movies with my dad and my son from like past times to current times. So I like that kind of like action sexy when I have sexy in a movie. Okay. So I tried upstairs. There's obviously other places I can go downstairs, but until then, I'll just spin
but
around.
let me guide you a bit. So in order to go to the other part of the hallway, you need to turn around and then go to this window and then look back at the staircase and then walk to the left of the staircase.
Ah, okay. This reminds me a lot of playing John Saul's Blackstone Chronicles. It had the same interface.
Wait, Dan.
Dan tipped 5 pieces 08. The sky is ruddy. Your fate is bloody. Sorry, spoiler alert. Hee hee.
Thank you.
That's
so it's spoiler because it's the solution to one of the puzzles we're gonna solve soon. Anyway.
Okay, I won't remember. Okay, here we are. Cool, new room. Love it.
New room, new puzzle.
New room, new puzzle. Let's do this.
Mercury says this game was rated 18 plus back then. I got the European copy and it was 15 plus, I think. Don't think it was censored.
Wow.
Wait, let me see. Here. Oh, here it is. It says 15 plus on this. 15. It's the European rating. Maybe in the US it was mature because the US has like, you know, everyone has the everyone rating and then has the teen rating and then mature.
I guess
Okay,
our
that's how-
host wants us to fend for ourselves.
Oh, I've tasted better fare.
At least he left his regrets.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I don't know.
Oh, it says that we're each to have a piece. Exactly the same, including the symbols.
What? That's impossible.
Cake math. Was that
So-
my clue?
So as I was saying, in Europe they had the everyone 12, 15 and 18. So some things were 15.
Become a grave digger now, have we? You are a glutton for punishment.
The cake is always a lie. So, clues.
Oh, man, we got demonetized.
2 skulls and 2 stones. The rest is just icing.
Puzzling. Some cannot be created more equal than others.
Okay. Well, they're all looking in different directions. So I'm assuming at some point I'd be supposed to pick up like matches or something. You can't put them back down once you pick them up though. Tetris cake. Okay, so like put them all in a row. Sort of. Let's see.
Roberta says Anne Brass made this a cake for his birthday.
That's amazing. Anne is amazing. Okay, well, I can't seem to click on anything right now. Is there a way to reset the puzzle? No, I can. There it is. There's an eyeball right there. Aha, nice. Sweet.
Okay, so if you follow that logic, it means that you need to choose 2 skulls, 2 tombstones, and 1 empty piece of cake.
Right, so you're just doing it like, I see. Well, I will happily follow that logic since you just gave it to me.
Yeah, but he said it. Like, if
He
you would
did.
have listened, then he said 2 skulls and 2 stones. The rest is just icing.
Right,
So-
that's true. He did
Just-
actually absolutely outright say it, didn't he? And
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Now I'd get it.
So the rest is just icing. Dan says, love the irritated eye plates. I never noticed them.
Yeah, they're cool. I was looking at them too. At first I thought they were record players, but then I was like, oh. And then it was like kind of at that moment that you said eye plates that it clicked into place for me that they were plates with a utensil, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're kind of stuck.
Right.
So
Not
you
those
can
ones.
you can restart. No, you can't. You can't use them at all. So you're stuck.
I see. So I have to restart the game,
Yeah,
right?
you need to restart the puzzle. Restart the game. Let's restart the game.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Let's not restart the game. Let's restart the puzzle.
Sorry. That's what I'm trying to do.
So in order to restart the puzzle, you need to just look down, and then
Oh, okay. See how much of a noob I am. I'm not lying, folks. I ain't played this.
2 skulls and 2 stones.
2
The rest.
skulls and 2 stones. The rest is just icing.
Puzzling. Some cannot be created more equal than others.
Patrick says, Daniel, your playthrough of Gabriel Knight 2 with Paul is one of my favorite things on the internet. No joke. Wow.
It is such a good playthrough. It really is. You're right, Patrick. It's awesome.
Thanks. It was.
Oh, the
It
skulls
was
have to be touched.
vintage conversations with Curtis. It was one of the first games we played together. Okay.
I think I just messed it up again, didn't I?
Yeah.
'Cause there's not a second one over by that one, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start again.
It's one thing to fail 1,000 times alone, but it's another thing to fail 1,000 times with an audience. That's okay,
Yeah.
though. I'm good under pressure. I can do that.
Failing live is more fun than failing at home
And 2 stones. The
alone.
rest is just icing.
And we
True,
have
these
like
two
millions of viewers. So
Exactly.
no pressure.
No pressure. None at all.
Puzzling. Some cannot be created more equal than others.
What is the most popular episode on your podcast?
Of all time, it's a toss-up between One Short Eye's episode of Conquest of the Longbow, which is also our longest episode at 4 hours and 15 minutes, and our episode where we have Ken and Roberta Williams on it just before they went ahead to decide to make the game.
Wow.
Oh, come on. I thought that one would easily go with that one. If he's alone now, does that mean I'm stuck?
Kinda.
He doesn't have a buddy. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Wait, you can...
Okay.
Let's see if you can have a buddy. You can create like... it will be an inverted L just to get 2 skulls and 2 tombstones, but then you have one with icing that's left stranded. So you have to restart the puzzle.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I saw that when I was partway in. Aw. Thank you, India Mill. I appreciate you saying that very much.
I agree, Emma.
Okay. So starting in the corners is not necessarily always the best approach. This guy, okay, hang on. Can this guy
2 skulls,
go
2
with
stones. The rest is just icing.
Can it go with this guy? No, they have to be touching, huh? So these guys would have no choice. They'd kind of have to go together then.
Some cannot be created more equal than others.
So I don't want to get this guy stranded. But who can he go with? He can't go with anybody.
Now, I'm not going to ask you to name what the least popular episode is, but I wanted to ask you if it was because of a technical issue or the subject matter.
It was a technical issue. Well, no, that's not even our least popular episode. Our least popular episode, I don't know, I think is one that we have with a content creator from Twitter that I'm not going to put out the name of right now, but it just, whatever the reason, it just never got popular. And it's from about 4 years ago, and its numbers just continued to stay low for whatever reason. Don't know why, though. No, because then, see, he can't go with another skull. If I take this... Oh, I see. Okay, now I get it. So I can lead to other ones by pulling up another one, even if they don't work right away. Okay, well, then I gotta start again. Yeah, I heard ya. Okay, so that's how you make them connect when they wouldn't ordinarily connect.
Mm-hmm.
So if I
so
took this
it can
one,
be any shape as long as they're connected in some way.
Right.
Puzzling. Some cannot be created more equal than others.
Now what?
Oh, why was that wrong too? I thought, oh yeah, right, because these two can't go with anything else. Okay, I'm getting the concept. Watch Anna play one puzzle for 2 hours with Daniel.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the title right now. Anna plays the cake puzzle.
All right.
2 skulls and 2 stones. The rest is just icing.
Puzzling. Some cannot be created more equal than others.
Yeah, I'm not a puzzle person. I'm not surprised you'd be seeing me struggle with it. I've never been I'm not that kind of smart. I just like putting things together that way.
Well, we're gonna stick around for a while, guys. And in this room, in this particular room.
Don't go anywhere. I also, I don't know if it makes a difference. I dropped out of school in like grade 9. I always had a hard time with like puzzly stuff. I thought school was pretty puzzly. I like people better than puzzles, but I like adventure games. So like, I don't know, oxymoron or whatever.
Those Death Muse is right. He says Daniel can stream for like 40 hours consecutively, so don't stress out regarding how long this is taking. I streamed King's Quest 7 last week, 5 hours. Took me 5 hours to finish the game. Because at the end of the game, someone reminded me that you can change Rosella's speed by hitting the plus button on the keyboard. I forgot about that. It could have helped me in chapter 1, but they reminded me in chapter 6, so...
That was, well, at least it happened.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. I got the puzzle.
Well done. Wow.
Thank you. I feel like I'm doing like a Mensa or an intelligent test, but like online in front of a bunch of people. So
yeah, well, you failed miserably these last 7 tries, but
I've not been invited to join Mensa today, I'm afraid.
Don't worry, I won't bite. Edward, we could help each other out. I could help you, and you could help me. Come and talk in my bedroom upstairs, where it's nice and private.
Nice. Clown face pops like a balloon. That was epic.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so now I can look at the map and see where the next puzzles are, right?
Right.
Kind of.
You are.
Yay.
So, for example, now she invited him into her bedroom, so now the bedroom is available.
Right. Stop turning in circles, girl. Get the lay of the land and carry on to the bedroom. Upstairs it is. My mom got invited to join Mensa, and she showed up for like this event, and it was a barbecue, and it was just a bunch of people that were talking about like sports and cars and whatever. And she's like, well, this is just like hanging out with any other person. So she didn't go back. My mom's really smart, though.
One of the most surreal.
Take the stairs.
No, go ahead.
No, I just said actually take the stairs this time.
One of the most surreal experiences I had in recent months was listening to your podcast, because since I was a kid, there was a distinction between media and real life. So if you meet someone you saw on TV, it'd be weird that they're actually a person. And so when I'm gonna
sorry.
No. So what I was about to say is that, so for me, media is not real life. And so when I was listening to your podcast, it was the Monkey Island podcast. So anyway, let me back up a bit. A few months ago, it was, I think, a month or so after I released the conversation on my channel, and I haven't released one in like a month. And I thought I should release a YouTube short. And I pondered about it. Like, I remember an entire week whether or not I should release it. And then I ended up releasing it. It was one with Noah Falstein saying that he knew the secret of Monkey Island for like 30 years. And then I just released it and that's it. And then there was that episode in which you guys were playing The Secret of Monkey Island, the first one. And I was listening to it on my way to work. And then you said, a couple of days ago, I saw a YouTube short by Daniel Albu that Daniel Albu released of Noah Falstein saying, and it was so weird. Like I'm on the train on my way to work and I'm listening to a podcast and it's talking about me. So anyway, that was weird.
Oh, thank you. Gosh. And it was such an influence too, because that was the first thing that kind of sparked my, like, this is where I want to go. This is the stuff I want to look into, and kind of been that I was looking for on the podcast series, like, let's play these games, but let's just ponder on theories and things. So I appreciated it a lot.
Yeah. So the conclusion I got from this is just released stuff. Someone's probably watching. If not, at least I'll enjoy it.
Tell me, madman, can you give me real magic? Can you show me?
Oh, okay. We're getting right into the action here. Chess. Okay. I know how to play chess.
Do you know?
Well, I'm not good at it, but I know how to play it. I've been playing it my whole life. Is this even real chess? Let's see. Oh, no, wait. What's happening here? What did I just do? This is different. Okay. I'm just going to do this until something happens. Bishop takes pawn 4. D4. No. C2. Wait, B1. Very impressive animation.
It's the same animation over and over again. But I guess you're easily impressed.
I am very easily impressed. I've never even had like a critical review of a movie, really. Or I'm like, if somebody wants to make
Queens can
something
go
for me to
anywhere they
look at or
want,
try.
as long as it's in a straight line.
Okay. You can go anywhere you want as long as it's in a straight line. That is what I am doing. Going in a straight line. Is what I'm doing futile? Or am I eventually going to come across something?
Yeah, it's pretty futile because you need to place several queens on this board and you're just moving around that one queen.
Well, then I need to find other queens, right?
Look, don't worry about it. This is exactly how we solved the puzzle back in the day.
Oh, there we go. As long as it's not in a straight line, you can get
Each must
another
be
kind
out
of
of
a
touch
figure.
with all the others.
No, he just said that each must be out of touch with all of the others. So that's your hint for this puzzle.
No, that's not out of touch. That was in touch. Put it back in. No.
So how are you liking the game so far?
Well,
Be
there's
honest.
definitely it's definitely probably good for my brain. It'll keep away my Alzheimer's because it keeps me thinking. How's that?
I don't know. You just said that you were never critical of anything, so
Nope, that's what I mean. It's keeping me from getting Alzheimer's. That's a positive.
I
That's
know.
not critical.
So I was hoping that you'd say something like, I don't know, this game is crap. What were these guys thinking?
I think this game is for a particular type of a person that is really into, like, maybe, I don't know, do you do Sudoku? Maybe it's people that do Sudoku that would like this more.
But you can say that about any game. This game is for someone, probably.
Yes, but somebody that maybe likes puzzles is probably, like, I would say, pretty either smart or good at going back to something over and over and over again to continue to try.
Wait, give me control for a sec. My
All right,
chat
sure.
just crashed.
Oops. You think I'm doing well, Patrick? Well, thank you. I'll take that.
Yeah, you're doing well. Again, we would spend days and weeks just to solve a particular puzzle.
Any luck with your chat?
No. Wait
No.
a second.
Oh, no. No problem.
Stupid restream.
Okay. Catch up on chat.
Okay, tell me if they're saying something interesting or mean. Or both. Never mind, I think I'll open the chat on my phone.
Okay.
Okay. You can keep
Okay,
going.
ready? Okay. Okay.
Daniel is
That is
bald.
connected
What?
on it.
Daniel's real name is David. Guys. Yeah, so the reason why I added titles with my name and the guest's name is because people kept calling me David for years.
David. I mean, it's a nice enough name.
But it's not my name.
No. My name's fine. People just say it backwards all the time.
Backwards? Like Anna? Anna backwards?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Childhood joke of mine. No, that's diagonal to this one, of course. Oh, right. That one's connected to this one. I can see that. Yes. That's not connected to anything. This isn't connected to anything. This isn't either. Nope, that's somehow connected to that. Okay, I don't get that logic. Controversies with Curtis. That's great. Curtis is amazing. I did a panel with him at the Hotspot event, and we had to ad-lib because Lorelai, who was supposed to be there, didn't show up till later. So like all three of us were just kind of flying without any real script or anything. But it turned out to be, I mean, he's such a good conversationalist. It turned out to be a great time. Of course, that's connected with that. I should have already known that. So is there, if you were to sum up like a hint in 5 words, what would it be? Other than they're all not supposed to be linked through any lines or any diagonals.
So I would start out with the first column and then place something somewhere. And then in the second column, just place it as far away as possible from the first column and then take it from there.
Okay.
Like so. I'm not saying this is right. Or...
I see. I think I'm starting to... One in each column is what I'm going for, though. That's the gist. Well, of course I didn't see that. I should have known better. That one's connected, that one's connected. Okay, I gotta go back on a few. But I get the gist now, anyway. No, you have to be there. Yeah, I like his letters aloud too. Oops. I have not left myself an open spot. Nope. That'll just take him. Okay. So I gotta tighten it up, I guess.
Yep.
Right. No, that's attached.
Wow, it's after 3 of them.
Yeah. Get that one. No, wait. Hang on. This one. Oh, right. Duh. Then I didn't think I left myself 3, did I? No, I couldn't have. Now I'm just being careless. Hold on. Right. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, he covers that line. You can go. No, you want to come back. Okay. You can cover this line. That one and that one. You can cover this line.
Emil, in the meantime, can you send me on Discord the video you did for Conversations with Curtis a few years back? I want to play it on stream.
Oh, cool.
He created a parody of Phantasmagoria 2.
Yes, yes, please do play that. That's some cool talent. Good, I'm glad, Patrick, that I'm not the only one that kind of sorts it out like this. That makes me feel a bit better. It's hard because it covers each line. That covers you. No, that covers you. He gets this guy, he gets this guy, he gets this guy, so there's not enough room for me to have both the endy guys on because of the side to side.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I need to put the board in a different way. Okay, I can do that. I'll do it this way. One, two, three, four.
You want me to give you a constant, like the first and second columns?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so this is where the first column, the one in the first column should be, and the second one is over here.
Thank you. Should be slightly less painful for the audience this way.
No worries. Our audience likes people who
like
struggle
pain.
with puzzles.
Oh, good.
That's why it took us 10 live streams to finish Gabriel Knight 2 with Paul. That means that's like 20 hours to finish a 7-hour gameplay game.
That's impressive. I'm glad y'all both had the time to do it too, though.
Oh, it took us several weeks. Oh.
Oh, good. Okay, I was thinking it was all at once. I'm like, oh shit, what did I just sign up for? There we go. Okay. That has something, that has something, this has something, this doesn't. That has something, this has something, this has something. This. I mean, every other line has something on it now. So I've kind of messed up just a few I've done here already.
Wait, Emil, where'd you send it? I don't have it on my Discord, and you can't post links in the chat, and you didn't email us, so send it on Discord.
This is kind of like anybody can say they're a smart person, but if you have like the mechanic take the lawyer's test and the lawyer takes the mechanic's test, like both of them look foolish. It's how like games like this are. It just, what I'm not understanding is there's only so many spots, so by the time you get to the other end, there's a small part of the concept I'm not grasping.
Okay, you want me to give you the third one?
Sure.
It's over here.
Right.
Okay, now you only have the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Right, piece of cake. It's not this one, it's not this one. Could be this one. Nope. Right, this guy. Go back over there. Right. You go back over there. You go back over here. Discord DM.
Yeah, but you didn't DM me. Maybe you DM'd Paul. And he's sleeping or something. Okay, got it. Thanks.
I mean, you know, that super intense music. I mean, fortunately, that's there to help walk me through it.
It's very similar to the music from the Wolf Chase in Gabriel Knight 2.
Yeah, that's a good call. Actually, you're right. It is. Okay.
It's putting you at the edge of your seat.
No, of course you're there. You're here, you're here, you're here, you're here. So the only one is there, but that's touched with that guy.
No. We're not moving any parts from the first 3 columns.
No, not at all. That is the wrong move.
Yeah, Paul is napping.
Nap time.
Siesta.
Little siesta. I'd operate better with a little siesta too sometimes.
Now that Emil sent me the video, I see that the title of the video is for the original reason why this channel was created, which was Phantasmagoria 2's 25th anniversary. And the thing is that next year we're celebrating its 30th anniversary.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Actually, I think that from this point on, all of the anniversaries will make me feel real old, because when Doom celebrated its 30th anniversary, then okay, it's 93. I was still young. But in 95, I was already in my teens, and now this year we're gonna have Full Throttle celebrating its 30th anniversary, and Dark Forces just celebrate its 30th anniversary, and Phantasmagoria will celebrate its 30th anniversary this year, Windows 95 will celebrate its 30th anniversary this year.
Oh my goodness. I love Windows 95.
And this makes me feel real old because we're not just in the era of early CD-ROM like when this game celebrated its 30th anniversary. We're talking about 1995. That's like supposed to be recent years.
Yay. Thanks for your help.
Oh, they want the boy!
Mercury says, I was still young when we started this puzzle. Yep.
Yeah, me too.
No!
Now I'm as old as Albu.
You can't! Hey, who are you?
I just want to get out of here. Please, I just want to get out of here.
Who are you? Why did you come here? Wait, I know who you are. I know who you are. You're the 7th guest. And what I just saw...
Roll credits.
I understand. Oh, sweet mercy, I understand.
Mister, I'm sorry. I just came here. They dared me.
The king? You're the one.
I'm gonna leave, mister.
Don't run away, please. Don't run away. Don't go. No, don't go.
How can you leave that passion?
This was the first and only take.
Impressive.
Like every other scene in this game.
He said the thing. Well, it is rewarding for all the trouble for the puzzles, and even with the help, I get the dopamine hit, and that's really what it's all about. So.
Yeah, cutscenes give you the dopamine hit.
They sure do, man.
They were the 90s dopamine hit.
Mm-hmm. Feels just like 90s. Well, what do we have here?
Cover your eyes, kids.
Oh, no.
We're gonna get demonetized and even more demonetized. There's nothing worse than getting demonetized. Or age restricted. Yeah, we're gonna get age restricted. But first...
Oh no! What do we have here?
That's how one derives the answer to this wordy tale. But you won't win. You're bound to fail.
There are stars in space, but no spaces are allowed here. Only stars. What did Stoff mean by 3s and 5s? Can't just step anywhere.
Okay, so you got 2 hints. You got the first hint from Stoff, who said skipping 3s and 5s. Mm-hmm. And the other hint you got from our character, who said there are stars in space, but there are no spaces here allowed here, only stars. So as you can see, you wrote the word the, and then you placed a star instead of the space between this and the next word.
Doesn't want me to pick that up. Okay.
Really? Doesn't work?
Yeah. There it is.
Okay.
That time, 3rd time's a charm.
Okay, so now you click the S So you can move 3 or 5. Like
Right,
the next
from there.
letter should be either the star, and which is 5, and there's nothing in the 3, right? Because we used
Right.
that one. No, wait. You
It
can,
would be the
but you can
U,
also
right?
go backwards. So you
Oh.
have the star, which is 5 ahead, and you can
Mhm.
go 5 back or 3 back. So the K is 3 back
Yeah.
from where the S was.
Doesn't want me to click on the K.
Wait.
You try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me restart the remote control, resume. Okay, give it a try.
Okay. There it
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
No.
So we have to deal
1,
with the
2,
original
3,
bugs from the original game
5,
and zoom bugs
6.
in this last one.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
When you're counting 1, 2, 3 with this music, it seems like you're learning to dance.
1, 2, 3. Yes, I should do a little cha-cha, a little seventh guess cha-cha.
Mm-hmm.
1,
The sky
2, 3,
is
4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Just checking. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't
No.
think so. Skipping
Okay.
3s and skipping 5s. Perhaps that's how one derives the answer to this wordy tale.
It is so close to
But
Vincent
you
Price.
won't win. You're...
There are stars in space, but no spaces are allowed here. Only stars. What did Stoff mean by 3s and 5s?
No, it's true. It is hard to. It's like a CAPTCHA, the typeface, like you're trying to
Mhm.
complete a CAPTCHA.
I can't just step anywhere.
Oh, I started a different the sky. There it is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No.
No, the 5 is the empty one.
Right. Guess that's the only one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, which one did I do wrong last time? The psi is, I did the R last time, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay. The sky is ready. 1, 2, 3.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm up there. I see. Okay, F. The sky is ready. You're 1, 2, 3. Not that. Not that. That. You sure that's what it is? 1, 2, 3. No, it would have to be.
Before you choose a letter, make sure that it makes sense.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Fade.
So you have the E and you have the L.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the E. Right. This one? Okay. That's what I'm going for. Well, come on.
The clicking doesn't work?
Clicking is not working. Yeah, just for a sec there. Thank you. Come on back to me. Doesn't want to let me pick it up. There it is. Got it now. Okay. Fate.
No.
Aw, no.
I don't think so.
It kind of looked like a word. I should have written down what I wrote there.
Perhaps that's how one derives the answer.
There are stars in space, but no space. What did Stoff mean?
I appreciate your patience.
I can't just
Oh,
step
yeah.
in there.
I appreciate your patience.
Well, I have a 4-year experience playing games with Paul, so I have a lot of patience.
That helps. Thank you, Paul, for that pre-work on Daniel's patience for me. Thank you. The sky is right. D-Y. Okay, the sky is ready. Okay. Oops, that was the wrong one. I told you I should have written it down.
Skipping 3s and...
There are stars in space.
I'll double check with you before I make another
What did
random
Stoff
decision.
mean?
That's what I get for not taking notes.
I can't just step.
No, you can't just. The sky. Is. I'd rather the sky be ruddy than my complexion, I suppose.
Imagine Meatballs says, I'm just sitting debugging my game, so slow content is great. Awesome.
Oh, speaking of
Tell us about your game.
content. Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah,
That's super
speaking
cool.
of content.
Did you, when you had Dave Grossman on for the interview and you guys were talking about colors representing times, and you mentioned on the interview that you were working on an app that was sort of putting that art. Is that?
Yeah, I've created the app for both iOS and Android, and I just emailed Dave the other day asking him if he'd like the apps to be uploaded on my Google Play and Apple developer accounts, or if he wants to get his own accounts, because with Google Developer it's pretty easy. You just pay $25 for a lifetime of being a Google developer, while being an Apple developer requires you to pay $99 per year. So if you want to keep your apps in the App Store, you have to keep paying. And since I already have an Apple developer, being a mobile game developer, so I can just place it in my account instead of him paying $100.
That makes sense.
So it's up to him. So once I hear back, we're gonna see the color clock app.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't click on anything.
Okay. The sky's ready. Where's the Y?
Yeah. There it is. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Oh. There we go. Okay. Your Okay. Wait, what was the next word again? I already got it before. I just want to make sure I don't click the wrong thing. Fate, right. Thank you. I don't want to do that to y'all again. Okay. Your fate. Simple point and click game. Well, nothing about that's ever simple. There's a lot to it. What program are you using to make the point and click game?
Yeah.
Imagine Meatballs.
Maybe we should get you on the Classic Gamers Guild podcast to talk about your game. Or maybe, down the line, like 20 years from now, we'll have a tech talk about your entire career as a game developer.
I love that. There we go. Your fate is...
Well, it's pretty straightforward now.
Yeah. BL...
because they're in the right order.
Bloody. Right, I see that. Your fate is bloody. Oh no. Exclamation mark.
Don't think you'll be so lucky next time.
Woo.
Well played. Well played.
Thank you. Thank you. Now where's the sex?
You know the others will try to beat us. But it doesn't have to be that way. Not if you and I work together. We can solve Stoff's puzzle. We can win.
Yeah.
You can get what you want, Edward. What is it that you want? Edward, shall I try to guess? I know where the puzzles are to be solved. I know where the puzzles are. I'll take you there. But first...
The perfume. The smell.
Yes, first.
It's changing. I can't breathe. I feel so sick.
I will give you everything. I will give you what you want.
Nice. All right, we're getting a little hotter now.
Well, that's the hottest this game is gonna get, so...
No, that's okay. I'll put that in my hotometer at a solid 6 out of 10. Should go the other way.
So imagine Meatball says I'm developing in Godot. I know it's a
Godot,
bit controversial to use it, but I really like it. Why is it controversial?
Yeah, what is controversial about it? I don't know a lot about that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I admit the Phantaz 2 is pretty sexy. You couldn't really go around saying Phantaz 1 is sexy unless you were referring to some very particular scenes, which aren't necessarily sexy, so to speak.
I don't think I got a definitive answer about whether or not the Chapter 4 intro was done in the reshoots or was part of the original script.
Are both these bedrooms the same? Am I supposed to be going into the other one?
So you just turned around and went into the same bedroom again.
Right, now I'm in the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And oh, it's a maze. I remember doing something like this when I was a little girl. You have to follow it all the way to the center.
Okay, so this is another puzzle, but first of all, we reached the 2-hour mark. Can you stick around
goodness.
for another 15 minutes or so?
Sure, yeah, no problem.
Or more if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having fun. I'm having a good time.
So let's take a break and watch Emil's video.
Perfect, let's do that.
Okay.
We will definitely stick around.
And he sent us the full version because when Paul played it in, I don't remember if it was the second or third episode of Conversations with Curtis, then he asked Emil for a shorter version because this one's pretty long. But we're going to watch the unedited one. So let me just share this screen with you, Anna, and then share it with everyone else. Window capture, YouTube 4, 5, whatever. And this. Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
And send. I've been worked to the threshold, but this project is done at least. I should get something to eat. Oh, it's time for that live stream soon. Yeah, I'm gonna get some ice cream.
You got the scan lines and the cutscenes.
So good. I'd choose the ice cream too. This is great.
And he also added the jumps in the, when you add something to the scene. So they didn't use a tripod probably, so the camera moves a bit, so it's not exactly at the same spot as the previous photo when you use the place something on the table or something. So and this of course refers to the fact that in the game he eats a vanilla ice
cream, but still a classic.
That's right. Good callback. I have that game.
Yeah, this was ahead of its time. A lot of taboo subjects.
Perfect. So good.
Thanks for the office party. I didn't even work at an office.
Do it again.
With the game, in the game, it's always 3 times. You need to do something 3 times.
Always. So good.
And he uses like the entire soundtrack.
So immersive.
No thanks, I'm done with work today. Mostly some bad horror movies. No wonder I have weird dreams. How to cope with loss? Dreams of a rat boy? 100 ways to kill a freak? These are not my movies.
Sure they are. You have a very peculiar taste. Oh, you're gonna love our next release. It's called How I'm a Freak.
So good.
No, I'm not in the mood.
This used to be the Conversations with Curtis logo back in the day.
Back in the day. Dude, that was awesome.
Well done, Emil.
That was great.
I liked it in real time and I like it now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me reshare the game with you.
Sure. Because you can say what you want, that adventure games have a smaller fan base or whatever it is than other things, but it is a bloody dedicated fan base, and it is the most awesome fan base out there.
Okay. So this is our puzzle.
Don't you just
Bishops.
love surprises?
Which way should I go now? Which way should I go now?
No idea.
Which way should I go now? Which way should I go now?
How do I tell it which way to go?
You need to click on the piece you want to move and then tell it where you want to move.
Okay.
Which way should I go now?
Oh, he can go back. I see. So if you can't go there, it just won't let you because you can't put yourself in danger on purpose, I guess.
No, it's not in danger. You need to switch places. So all of the black pieces should be on the right side and all of the white pieces should be on the left side.
Oh, okay.
Top Fuel tipped $5. Great stream so far. That was awesome at IndieEmil.
Thank you, Top Fuel. That's awesome.
So far, now I feel the pressure of not messing up in the next 15 minutes, like messing up the entire stream.
Oh, okay. I'll mess up the move.
Thank you, Top Fuel, and thank you, Emil, for that. I don't think the conversations with Curtis viewers actually saw the full video because, again, Paul played the 2-minute version, so the 2-minute version didn't have you in the bathroom and you looking around for your horror movies and all this really cool stuff. So thank you for making this video. And you should actually turn it into a game.
I agree.
I think nowadays the FMV games are too overproduced, even though the production doesn't cost that much. It seems like they aren't as cheesy, and it's less fun.
Yeah, I agree. I played a FMV game called Internet Court that was although it was kind of a bit streamlined, it was a bit of a fun time. It was a newer game.
Which way should I go now?
You can't go any of those ways, so none.
I mean, even if you film your entire FMV game using an iPhone, it would still feel too overproduced.
Which way should I go now?
It's true.
You need to get a VHS camera, an authentic one from the 90s, and then do an FMV game.
That's a good idea. I used to have a Super 8 with 16 clicks per second or whatever. Could do all sorts of cool tricks with that thing.
Yeah, but a Super 8 would make it more cinematic. We actually need a VHS camera.
Yeah, I love those too. All streams henceforth will be on VHS camera only.
Yeah. Even these two, yeah.
Go now?
Our live streams are overproduced, but then we have the tech issues which keep us grounded in reality.
Which way should I go now?
Well, you can't go any other way other than backwards, so no way, I guess.
So you just need to do 36 moves and you're done. That's it.
Right, easy peasy. I
Yeah.
see that.
Which way should I go now? Which way should I go now?
I hope nobody can notice how randomly I'm clicking things right now. I wouldn't want them to know that.
It will be our little secret.
Oh, good, good, good.
Which way should I go now? Which way should I go now?
Well, y'all can just go back home, I guess, because I don't know where to take
Which
you.
way should I go now?
There's only one way. Well, you want to go back, obviously. Okay,
Okay, so
fine.
for example, you can take this one.
Yeah.
You can take this one and place it over there.
Mhm.
And then you can take this one and place it over here. And now take it from here.
Sure.
That's it. That's 2 moves. You got 34 left. And you're good to go.
Easy peasy. Right.
Actually, I don't think we need a VHS camera. What we need is to use video compression from the 90s.
Which way should I go now?
Because after we digitized the Phantasmagoria 2 VHS tapes, it actually seemed like a soap opera when you looked at those VHS tapes with the 30 frames per second and the full resolution of the time. And what made it an FMV game is dropping down the resolution to like 320 by 160 or so, and then taking it from there with 15 frames per second. Okay, Skate or Die 420 says move a piece into the middle of the board, please.
I'm trying so hard to do that. I want that to happen more than anything right now.
You want me to open up a walkthrough?
Sure.
Okay.
Where's the Albu walkthrough special here?
Okay. Let's restart the puzzle.
Okay.
I'm going to have to start again.
Okay, you want me to do it for you?
Okay. Yes, I would love to watch you solve this puzzle with your own might and wit.
Might and walkthrough.
Yes.
So B3 to B1.
Which way should I go now?
B3 to B1. Okay.
Oh God, I didn't know you could take them that far away. I was going like 1 and 1 next to it.
So B3.
Which way should I go now?
To C4. Now
Which way should
A4
I go now?
to D1. And
Which way
D1
should I go now?
to E2. B1 to C2. Okay. C2
Which way should I go now?
to A4. Look at us.
Hey, we're good at this.
Yeah.
Which way
E4
should I go now?
to C2. C4
Oh my
to
god,
A2.
that's a lot. Thank God.
E2
Wow.
to C4. C2
This is so
Which way
satisfying
should I
right
go
now.
now?
D1. A2 to B1. B1
Which
to
way should I
E4.
go now?
C4 to D3.
Which way should I go now?
D1 to B3.
I would have
B-
messed up at some point.
B3
Which way
to
should I go
A2.
now?
D3 to E2. Okay.
Okay.
18 more to go.
Oh my God. Thank you for stepping in. Everybody in the chat would have left.
E3 to D2. A3 to B2. D2 to
Which way should I
B4.
go now?
Right?
Obviously. I was just going to say.
D2 to B4, yeah. B2
Which way should I go now?
to C1. A1 to
Which way
D4.
should I go now?
D4 to
Which way
E3.
should I go now?
B4 to C3. C3
Which
to
way should I
A1.
go now?
Oh, of course.
E1. E1 to
Which way
C3.
should I go now?
C1. C1 to A3. Yeah. E3 to C1. Yeah. C3
Which way should I go now?
to D4. Right? A3 to B4. B4
Which
to
way should I
E1.
go now?
C1
Which way should I go now?
to D2. D4 to B2. B2
Which way
to
should I
A3.
go now?
And I'll let you have the final move.
All right. Thank you. Woo!
No!
I did it. No. Where's my reward?
No reward.
No reward.
Your
For all
reward
that-
is solving the puzzle. Just think that back in the 90s, we worked for hours to solve this puzzle, and we didn't even get a cutscene out of it.
Not even a cutscene, man. Holy cow.
This puzzle is probably
Okay.
optional.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry for the last 30 minutes, friends.
Just think that it took these guys less time to film the cutscenes for which for the puzzles we just solved. Took us longer to solve these puzzles than for them to actually film these cutscenes.
It's true. Can I go there yet? No. Keep wanting to try the skinny door. Yeah, maybe I'll look out for a copy of this game. I do like media. I collect games that have cassette tapes, like Starship Titanic, or now Myst, things like that. So I like physical media in games.
The house in the game, the mansion, is based on a real location.
That is really cool. Is it still standing? Do you know?
Yeah, I think you can. I think it's got an Airbnb. So
cool. You can be haunted by Stoff himself.
Yep. Right, give me control for a second. I think I can find it. Let's find it.
I've already done this room anyway.
So it's in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
Wait. There it is. You can look at my video stream. It's the Noonan House.
Oh, cool. Oh,
it was built in 1893. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Then I shall leave the room I've already done.
So who's the one editing the podcast, you or Paul?
That is Paul.
Oh, this is all so beautiful. Look at this bed. Just like the bed I used to have.
She looks like she'd fit well in a Laura Bow game.
Mm-hmm.
Once, I had beautiful hair. Once, I was young. Oh, yes, young. That's what I want to be again. Young. Oh, why, yes, I do appear to be free for this dance. Thank you. No, wait. I didn't think. This is too. No, this isn't what I wanted. This is. Mommy!
Aww.
I want my mommy.
Just like the Beatles in the Yellow Submarine when they got younger.
Mm-hmm.
The Ringo says, I want you, Mom.
Comparing the seventh guest to the Beatles, that's a first.
I'll find a way to bring the Beatles into every conversation somehow.
So the thing is that they had to overact because the video resolution was so low that if they were more subtle in their actions, you wouldn't be able to see it because you can't really see subtle facial expressions. But overacting is more visible in these low resolutions.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mean to go that far around. All right. Is there a game in here that I'm missing?
Yeah, it's the 7th guest. We're playing it. Or
that's what it is. I thought I was watching a cooking show. I got confused for a minute.
Well, we can go to the kitchen. You have a cooking show over there.
That's a good point. But I'm assuming there must be a thing that I can click on in here, right?
Maybe, maybe not.
Sometimes there isn't.
Conversations with Paul McCartney.
I would totally tune into that podcast too. I want to see Paul McCartney play vintage adventure games now.
Maybe I should get Paul McCartney on Tech Talk with Daniel.
That would be awesome. I would just die. I'm obsessed. There it is. I missed the 80s entirely. I was just stuck in the 60s. I know all their songs. I can identify them from the first note.
Hot water.
Okay. It's kind of like one of them incredible machine things. You want the water to flow, the heart blood to pump all the way through, I'm guessing.
There's something not quite straightforward.
Were you ever starstruck while interviewing someone?
I guess it's so hard to say. Like, I was nervous about interviewing Al Lowe. Uh-oh. I was really nervous about Al Lowe because, I don't know, it was a really big deal to me, that interview, and it was my first kind of like big interview that I'd ever done. And even though I'd met him previously, I mean, I was absolutely just starstruck, butterflies for a little while on that one. But ever since then, I've been feeling pretty mellow about it all.
Bad move.
So you weren't starstruck while interviewing Ken and Roberta?
I guess I should probably say I was, though. Yes, I was nervous. I was more nervous about Roberta. I wasn't as nervous about Ken because he seems kind of easygoing. But to me, like Roberta, I was nervous about her because I didn't know she was going to end up talking to us at all in the first place. So I didn't know. So I wasn't prepared. And she's so wonderful and smart and intense, you know?
I do. We had her on for like 3 live streams so far.
Yeah, and you like on a live stream too. Like, that's hardcore.
Yeah, and she was late to that live stream. So we had to start because we had her on. We interviewed her. So we had that interview with Tori, Paul, and Roberta. And then we had the makeup artist from Phantasmagoria and Roberta join us on the final episode of the playthrough we did with Tori of Phantasmagoria. So Roberta joined us, and and then we had one of the people who worked at Sierra in the studio, in the blue screen studio, and he found a box with a bunch of photos from the production of Phantasmagoria and Gabriel Knight too. So we went over all of the photos with Roberta, and that was the live stream for which she was late. And and so she missed the first part of the live stream in which I showed the rest of the people on the live stream that they were planning to create a Phantasmagoria movie, and they started working on it.
I love that. I love everything about that. That live stream was awesome too. If anybody here hasn't checked that stuff out, find it. It's just amazing watching all the playthroughs with the people that made the games and stuff.
Yeah, and the fun part is that they get frustrated at the same parts that we get frustrated.
And feels good, doesn't it? You're just like, yeah it's frustrating. I tell you, you're right.
David Fox hated the mazes in Zack McCracken just as much as we did. But they had to do it to get the 40 hours of gameplay that people expected at the time. Okay, do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it all the way to the end. I just keep stopping myself up. Let me try it from the end and work my way back. Oh, no, maybe I could go up and around. Out through here, up and around. Here. And here. And down here. And then out here. And then up here. And here, through here, down through here. Ah, damn it. So close.
I get constantly starstruck by all of the people I interview.
Yeah, it's weird. You know, I meet everybody in person and everybody's just so much people. Like so much themselves. It's hard for me to even like put it all together. But then I get nervous and then I won't like, for example, Aaron Connors was there and I didn't have the courageousness to like ask him to sign my Pandora's Directive book or my Killing Me box or anything. And then every time I saw Al Lowe, he was talking to somebody else and I didn't want to interrupt. So I missed talking to him altogether. So
really? You should have waited.
Yeah, I know. I'm so bad sometimes. Okay. Let me try the other way now. Okay. Not that way. Maybe this way.
Yeah, exactly, Ozzy. It's like, wow, you're a real human being too.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the only way into the end guy. That's fair. Okay.
I had a great icebreaker with Allo when we recorded our conversation. So
tell me about it.
Usually before I start recording the conversations, I have a few disclaimers about, we're going to record it and then I'm going to release it like 3 weeks. And one of the disclaimers I added in the last year or so is the fact that since there's an ongoing war at the moment where I'm at, then there might be air raid sirens. And if there'll be a siren, then I'll have to stop the recording and go to my panic room for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll get back to the recording, and then we'll keep recording. And the thing is that I didn't get to that disclaimer in my conversation with Allo, because it happened before I got to it. So we just started talking, and I introduced myself, and then I just disappeared for 5 minutes while he was patiently waiting for me to return from whatever, because he didn't know what was happening.
No, how could he?
So that was a great icebreaker.
That's one hell of an icebreaker, I'll tell you what. And it's a real life one too.
So since then, this is the first thing I say to my guests when they come on. Take notice if I disappear for 5 minutes. It's not you, it's me.
No, that's just to be able to be chill enough to come back to it like no big deal and continue an interview is super badass.
Well, the thing is that it happened in several conversations. With Allo, it happened before the disclaimer, but with Eve Borkmans, it happened mid-conversation.
Wow.
And with a bunch of others. Yeah, it happened several times. Fun stuff.
Yeah. Fucking difficult, for sure. More difficult than this maze. Which I have this one little point I'm just stuck at. I'm so close, see, because I can go through here, I can go up here, I can go up here, I can go over here and down here, and up through here and down through here, and up through here and down through here, and right here, this is where I'm stuck. That's
you can always, collect the heart and see where you're at the moment.
Oh, okay. Oh, it goes underneath. Oh,
This is tricky.
Well, that's a good thing to learn. Now I see how they connect. Okay, I got this then.
There's something not quite straightforward about this maze.
Okay, this goes down here. It restarted me when I did that.
You shouldn't have turned down here. Oh, bad move.
That was kind of hot. Okay, let's go back here. Hang on. This. No. This, around here, to here.
And since you're the only person I know who does as much research as I do for these interviews, I have to ask, do you find it more fun to interview someone who has tons of interviews released and tons of information available online, or someone with, just your standard bio on Wikipedia, or even not, or even less than that, like just a bio on the Sierra website or Moby Games?
Right. You know what? I like them both so much, because when there's nothing out there, I feel like everything I'm talking about is super fresh, and I play in the moment a lot, so I'm really like into immediate conversation. So I don't know, there's something kind of nice about interviewing somebody that isn't anything anywhere yet. I do like that. But the fun part, it's like a puzzle when somebody has a lot of information out there. I love to listen to their interviews and read them and ask the questions that I feel everybody else missed. So I'll read it and I'll be like, wait, what about this and what about that? And that's the stuff that I'll write down. Yeah. So I really like doing that too. I love the in-betweens, because there's, how many times are you watching an interview and you're like, man, I really wish they had asked this or that. It's like, man, I actually have the ability to do that and ask those questions. And that's a real cool thing.
Exactly. I'm the same with this. I always say, in the past you said, or in the previous interview, or I refer to something they said in a particular interview, and then I expand on that question or take it to a different direction altogether.
Exactly. That's the fun part. It's like finding hidden Easter eggs in previous interviews or something. It's the very last one, this one blocking here. That's where I'm having the issue.
This is trickier than it looks.
This is trickier than it looks.
It is. Because if he goes unblock, hang on, come on. Oh, can you do the thing so I can quit the game? Thanks.
There's something not quite straightforward about this maze.
Okay.
So that was the thing with my interview with Jordan Mechner.
You
like, he
shouldn't
has
have turned down here.
So many interviews online, and he has his book and his journals, and it was like I had to read and watch so much content.
Bad move.
It's a lot. It can take, hours and hours and hours and hours doing that, especially when there's a lot of content. But it is satisfying, like, because I love also looking at interviews that they had done maybe a really long time ago. Oh, it resets it. Okay, I see. Never mind. I have to redo all that. Lovely. But yeah,
there's something
that I like doing too
about this maze.
Because, mixing what they say in the older interviews and comparing it with the newer information and then asking updated questions. I love hearing about their future projects and what those games and making them turned into. There's a lot of fun stuff.
You shouldn't have turned down here.
Like I just saw an article in the Sierra Interaction magazine.
Bad.
Or no, I don't think it was Sierra Interaction magazine. It was PC Magazine or PC Gamer, like an article from August 1996 that said 1996 is gonna be Sierra's biggest year yet.
Wow.
Instead, it turned out to be Sierra's downfall. But
It
sure.
really did not. It did not turn out the way they thought it would. Into here. Or maybe let's try this one.
You need a hint?
Maybe. I mean, I get the gist. I'm just missing the
Okay,
right
I'll give you the first one and the last one, okay?
Okay.
So the first one would be this, so that the stream could go like this. And the last one, oh, this seems right. Last one should be like this. Like so.
Okay, so it's gonna go down this way. Down here, up here, over here, around up here. Oh yeah, hang on. Over here, around up this way. Over here. Maybe move that one. Up here. No. Up here. No.
Yeah, but you're missing out on the entire route, because from this point you go like this and then go over here and then do this and then go over here, and over here it's blocked.
Right. That's where it's blocked. Nope, that won't do it.
No, but it's still blocked.
I can see that. Most definitely. So up here, yes, this has to be unblocked.
Yeah. And then
it
it's
has
blocked
to go-
again.
Yeah.
So unblock it. Awesome. Now over here it's
Not that
blocked.
one.
No. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Great. Badass. Amazing. Phenomenal.
And then down here, that goes like that. Wait, that goes not like that.
No, I think you missed the part.
Yeah. Okay, I got to here, and this guy went over here.
So instead of going here, you need to go downwards and then like this.
Back up and through. Very nice.
Yeah.
And then down like this, like this. Okay, I got it now.
Okay.
I think it's good.
Okay. Want to give it a try? Wait, oh.
See how these platelets work out today.
And this will be
Make
the
it
final
flow.
puzzle of the day.
Very nice.
I interviewed George the Fat Man Sanger.
Isn't he cool?
Yeah.
Yay, now I can poop.
You win!
Yay. That was awesome.
Well played.
Thanks for your help. All right, that was good. No, that was fun. Thank you.
Wait,
Here's your
come back,
cutscene.
don't! You have to leave, son. You have to come with me.
Why should I trust you?
Trust him. Don't trust him.
Please, come back before...
Run! Get away!
Ooh, mystery. Okay.
Okay, let's save the game. And now, I don't know if this playthrough convinced you to play the game or to never play it again.
It's
Hopefully-
convinced me that I would play it with a friend.
Hopefully the former, not the latter.
Just not alone. It hasn't convinced me that I'd play it alone on a rainy night. It's convinced me that it's a great time with a friend.
Well, we had to play it alone because not all of our friends had CD-ROM drives. So,
No.
yeah. Well, you missed out on a 90s classic that didn't age well in terms of gameplay or navigation. But the problem is that even though the navigation is pretty tedious, you'd think that they learn from that. But instead, did you play Ripper?
No, I haven't played that either.
Ripper has even worse navigation. At least here, you know the general direction you're going to. So, for example, if you turn around, then you're just 180 behind. But instead, with Ripper, you can go straight ahead, and then he's going diagonally, and then he's just walking down the stairs, and you don't know where he's going, and you don't know where you're at like 90% of the time, and
Wow.
you can't even finish the game with a walkthrough. It was like the three of us, Spoonie, Paul, and I, and we were trying to navigate that stupid game, and honestly, it was horrible, but it was fun. And speaking of Spoonie will join us tomorrow, and we'll play the game Rama. Did you play the game Rama, the Sierra Classic?
I
Rama?
own it.
Really?
I own the big box. Yeah, I definitely have the big box, but I've never completed it. I started it and I don't remember what happened, if I moved or whatever it was, but I still haven't gone back and completed it yet.
Well, it's weird because back in the day, we paid for these games and we didn't even bother finishing them because they were so tedious. I had like mostly adventure games and mostly arcade games, or action games. And I bought all of the tie-ins. I bought the Back to the Future 2 and Neverending Story 2. And because back in the day, it was mind-blowing to hear the theme song on your PC speaker. So hearing the Back to the Future theme song or the Neverending Story theme song. But there was one adventure game that I didn't bother completing, even though I got the big box, which was Hook. Did you know that the movie Hook had a point-and-click adventure game made out of it? It was super horrible.
I had no idea. Until this moment, I had never even heard of that.
Okay. Don't bother playing it.
Got the hook.
Pro tip: never. Don't even start it up. Don't install DOSBox or have it near your computer. Anyway, the most frustrating part was like a couple of years ago. I remember that I had that big box and I wanted to watch a walkthrough of the game, and the walkthrough is 20 minutes long, so it's like super short, and I couldn't even get through the first part of the game. Anyway, thank you for joining me, Anna, for this lovely live stream. Hopefully,
well, thank you.
First of all, I know that there's another game that you haven't played, which is Return to Monkey Island. So if you want to play that one, maybe I'll get you and Paul, because Paul hasn't played Return to Monkey Island either.
Nope, neither of us. We are supposed to do a podcast episode on it, but we haven't played it yet, so we haven't done it yet.
So anyway, if you guys want to do if you guys want to play Return to Monkey Island on stream before you do that episode, that would be great. If not, that's fine too. And the fact that you haven't played Return to Monkey Island, it's kind of disappointing. And Paul, I think Paul hasn't played Curse yet.
He has. We played it. We played Curse, and we did an episode about it,
Curse.
and we loved it. Yes,
So-
we did Curse.
I just remember that in the when I listened to the Monkey Island 2 episode, he said that he hasn't played it yet. So he hasn't played it before doing the podcast about it. So that was the... Okay.
Right.
So you still have
but
Return
no, I
to
think
play.
I'm down. I'm down for Return. That sounds like a great time. I
Okay.
appreciate the offer. Thank you.
So I'll contact Paul and we'll get that rolling. And that's it. Thank you guys
That's
for
it?
joining us. And tomorrow we're going to play Rama, and Spoonie will join us, hopefully. If not, we have the placeholder photo that I use whenever he's late for the live stream. And that will be at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And that's it. Have a lovely Friday. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Wait! I forgot to do the Wheel of Curtis. Because people actually donated. Okay.
Wheel.
Stick around for a second. Okay, let's see today. Sorry about that. Everyone. Okay, let's see.
You love the wheel.
I love the wheel. So we had Top Fuel, Dan, Mercuris, Ozzy Astaroth, Victor Chang. Victor Chang. No, that's from March 6th. Okay. And so we have Top Fuel. Sorry about that, Anna.
No, you're fine. I love prizes. I'm here for wheel any day.
So we had Emil who did a super chat. And we had Top Fuel, Dan, and Mercuris. Okay. Top Fuel, Dan, Mercuris, and Emil. Okay. Here's the wheel.
Let's do it.
Capture. Yeah. And this is the wheel. This is it.
Good luck to the winner.
And to the filter. Okay, here goes.
Let's do it. That's the sound of a winner.
Oh, snap! It's Mercuris,
Hey.
the other
Perfect.
listener of the Classic Gamers Guild podcast from Israel.
I love it. See, you give and you get. That's the way it is. Hey.
Well, congratulations, Mercuris. Thank you again, Anna. Thank you again, everyone. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.